Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you curious. Each week, that week's speech should have you furious. The same, all hail King such and such. You say hell, I say hell, get off is much to be desired. Khutbah should be fire, let's rouse the believers. Situations dire.
Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put fitna and dhul on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast.
You claim Salafiyya, we follow the Salaf in understanding, but without the branding. Allah named us Muslim, with that we stay content. No division is titles, ego's a false idol. A mustard seed of kibba can land you in the fire. Plus that his beer is fueled by desires. Question, aren't y'all tired of dividing slaughter? May Allah grant us guidance. Shout out to the martyrs.
Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put fitna and dhul on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you curious. Each week, that week's speech should have you furious. The same, all hail King such and such. You say hell, I say hell, get off is much to be desired. Khutbah should be fire, let's rouse the believers. Situations dire.
Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put fitna and dhul on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast.
You claim Salafiyya, we follow the Salaf in understanding, but without the branding. Allah named us Muslim, with that we stay content. No division is titles, ego's a false idol. A mustard seed of kibba can land you in the fire. Plus that his beer is fueled by desires. Question, aren't y'all tired of dividing slaughter? May Allah grant us guidance. Shout out to the martyrs.
Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put fitna and dhul on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. We put kufr and shirk on blast. Amoo Yum Yum the podcast.
Peep this, your grave, you may be near it. Life's short, yeah, that part, so take it serious. Think twice, that afterlife should have you curious.
Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan.
Welcome to Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective without a mandate. I am your host, Amoo Yum Yum. And with us from right to left is the young Amoo Amir, the Amoo you love to hate, Amoo Yusuf.
You got a cold hand.
And the privileged,
The white privilege.
the privileged Amoo, Amoo Jeremiah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
MashaAllah.
Yeah,
You know how black folks are born with bad credit because their parents use a social security number? He's born with good credit,
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Astaghfirullah.
Okay. Before we go, we're gonna always read.
This disclaimer.
Yeah, read the disclaimer.
The opinion of Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, is based on Islam. Our intentions are to be correct. However, we may not always be right. Others may differ in concepts, but these are ours.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
All right, that's good. That's good. What's good, y'all? What's good?
A lot of stuff is good.
A lot of stuff, man.
Random.
Lot of stuff. I don't say life. Anyway, we say Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Alhamdulillah.
We can have a big cancerous tumor. Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. Blood.
Could be worse.
What are you talking about, man?
No, you do that.
Which one?
Could be worse.
He did this?
No. I'm saying like,
Give
you
me an
know,
analogy,
things
bro.
could be worse, you know.
Yeah.
So, like you might throw up like a pint of blood, you might throw up 2 pints. It could be 2 pints. So alhamdulillah for that pint.
Subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Seriously, though, man.
We did actually go with what do you call it? We did actually go with this.
random. Okay. Random. What's a random?
What's a random today?
I keep asking guys for like days. Didn't you come up with?
No, we came up with a random.
I forgot it.
I'm never in the loop of the random. I'm just here.
Talk about y'all experience at Nordis. No?
Today?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
good.
That was fun.
It was good. Nothing was good. I mean, Asadullah, mashallah, he did very well.
He did.
Yeah.
Brandon was
Brandon.
like,
He say.
Man.
Oh, okay, hold on, here we go. Here we go. Asadullah at the shooting range.
He shoots in his sleep.
he didn't this time. He was only highly focused. But Brandon, mashallah, he hit all the bullseye,
No,
man.
Brandon did better than that.
Yeah.
Brandon like shot around the bullseye, and the bullseye just fell out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
Empty. Let's
Like
not
it was
be
all
there.
empty where the bullseye was supposed to be. It was completely removed.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy, mashallah, this guy did very well, better than me. This time I don't do very well because I had the Amir syndrome. I was half asleep.
cold hands.
I was half asleep.
I'm proud of the brothers going to the gun range.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you guys. And that's not why I'm proud. I'm proud something else besides that.
Because
You go, you el practice Arabic, you know.
El
You
practice.
practice.
El practice.
Okay. But you don't take your gun to the masjid and try to intimidate the Muslims.
Yeah.
'Cause like, I knew some brothers,
Yeah.
they like to roll around in the grass and shoot.
Yeah.
Then they'll get their guns. Like, they get out of their car. This is years ago. I mean, this is years ago.
It
Before
had
they
to
built
be.
the big Islamic center. This is years ago.
Okay.
When the school now was the actual masjid. Okay.
Yeah.
So they used to get out of the car, put their guns on their shoulders, go in the masjid, the safest place on earth.
What's that about, man?
Lay the gun down and make salat. Dude, I'll take your gun.
No, I've seen that in another masjid.
What's the point of putting the gun on the ground?
That happened actually after September event, right?
I've seen somebody take the gun out, they put it down,
Yeah.
and it's right there. You know where you're looking. You know what I mean? Where you're supposed to.
Yeah, because when you make salah, you gotta give
Yeah.
the shot to the gun. You have to just kind of focus.
Yeah, you focus on.
I think that was after the September event, right? That's
No,
yeah,
what I'm
so,
talking
yeah.
about is not.
Oh, yours was before September.
Oh, way before.
Oh.
Oh, no, what I'm saying was after.
that was
yeah.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
So, okay, so-
Like just and the brothers were like they were so scared. They were scared to even say.
Beta.
Wait,
I'm like, dude.
So you don't think that we should have guns in the masjid?
No, I don't think you should go to the shooting range.
Okay.
Get in your car. Go to the masjid. Get out of your car. Put
In
it on your
that
shoulder
sequence.
to walk in to make salat. It's
Okay.
ariyah.
Yeah.
It's showing
show
off.
off, yeah.
It's showing
keep
off.
it, keep
It's
it
showing
hidden, you
off what
know.
it is.
So if you have a
Showing off.
concealed one on
Yeah, keep it concealed, you know.
No.
What's wrong with that, man?
I don't know, man. So that was the random. That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah,
think that's a good
but
point.
this time, mashallah,
Yeah.
Asadullah was very
I'm
much.
proud of you guys, man. 'Cause
Very
I'm
focused.
glad because he go. Shoot every damn body over
And it was hilarious because we only got the two, what do you call
Two
it?
lanes, yeah.
2 lanes. And
Yeah.
this guy put in all of them.
I'm putting a target on each one of them. I'm like, we're gonna shoot them all.
Dude. And I put in all of the calm
So
down, man.
wasn't that a lady next to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, it was a lady.
How did you know?
We live streamed it.
I saw the left leg and the calf was like this.
Okay. I was trying not
real,
to.
that-
No,
I'm glad it was a lady.
I
Because
was
the calf
trying-
was like this.
and he was sitting over here like,
Forget about us.
hope that's a lady. I
Like
hope
the video was like the video almost cut her in half.
Yeah.
You could see her left leg.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I was
looking at the video. Like,
I was trying to not get her in the picture. That's what I was trying to not
Yeah,
do, because, you know,
No, dude, it was a dude. It was a dude. It was-
because he's religious.
No, it was a dude wearing,
No,
anyway.
stop. It was not a dude.
Now you're gonna have a nightmare.
Not a dude.
Not a dude.
That's it. That's for the random, right?
What's poppin'? What's poppin' is femininity.
Femininity.
Bard بالعربي بارد
Name.
بارد
Name.
تو
Bartu.
بارد اثنين. Okay.
No.
Bardu.
Yes.
Bardu.
In French.
Bardu.
But-
Okay. Anyway, so femininity part 2 because mashallah, alhamdulillah, we had Coach Kareem on to
Last
discuss
Saturday, yeah.
the topic, but we shunned Yusuf. We blocked him out.
Yusuf.
We didn't really want to hear from him.
Yeah, that's right. Because Yusuf
we didn't want to hear
he
from
had a
him.
lot of, mashallah, some very, very good.
And did they have nothing?
good facts? Good facts. Good.
Really?
Islamic.
How do you know?
We
haven't
didn't
shared
need
it
it. We didn't need anything.
Yeah, how haven't shared it yet.
Yeah.
But last week, alhamdulillah, Coach Kareem, mashallah, if you guys didn't watch from the Saturday, go and check it out. Go to Yum, check out the last week episode. He used the seerah, he used some of the hadith.
Yeah.
And,
Good stuff.
Beautiful,
Mashallah.
yeah.
And we also mentioned the links and some of the books that I went through, so you can go back and check that out. And today, inshallah, we're just going to kind of knock it out real quick.
Yeah, so let us go over these evidences because the purpose of the podcast, we laugh, we joke, we like to live naturally with the people, okay? Live naturally, not try to live above or what have you. But the purpose is to get out info and talk about things that are in ways that are not generally talked about.
Right.
If we can't be dynamic and put something out that nobody else is putting out, no, all knowledge is from Allah, right? So we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about put it out in a dynamic way in ways others are not putting it out.
Yeah.
Then we might as well just share someone else that's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like
There's no point in doing anything.
oversaturating.
It's already oversaturated. It's super saturated at this point with podcasts. But what makes this one stand out?
It's a podcast.
It's a
Bro,
podcast. first of
with the
all.
bell.
And there's some uniqueness going on.
Yeah, we're not
I hope
recycling.
you guys catch it. Now,
Yeah.
I may not be the first person. I'm the first person I heard say panda bear.
What's a panda bear?
People that pander,
Pander.
Oh,
the
panda
guys
bear.
that pander,
Okay,
I call
yeah,
them
okay.
panda bears.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Then I hear Kevin Samuel say it way after,
Really?
right? Yeah. Also with the Arby's.
One of us is a
No.
snake.
No. Check it out. With the Arby's roast beef,
Yeah.
I call it Arby's.
I think that was a common thing.
When you got a hot, I don't know about the hot body count.
Just because he doesn't know.
the
Doesn't
Arby's, because
Just because he doesn't know.
we don't
Just because he doesn't know
no,
doesn't mean it's
no,
not there. He thinks he knew.
We got
Look. I'm the first one. Okay, now if anybody else uses that sound, that drop, then I'm gonna say so. But Fresh and Fitna, Fresh and Fitna throughout, the roast beef because of the high body count.
Yeah.
Some got natural roast beef.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how it's
Yeah,
naturally.
You've been to Arby's.
No,
Anyway.
I mean, I've learned,
Just because-
the different.
Just because he didn't hear, he thinks that he's the one who discovered it.
No. I say I'm the first. I'm the first one that heard myself say it.
Yeah, you see?
Sex ed, they teach you that.
Look.
Mm.
Facts. Who spells facts? FAKTLY. Right?
Like nobody.
Black people.
Yeah. No. Well,
Like nobody.
the undereducated.
Hey, he's gonna brand it. He's gonna trademark it.
No, but
He's gonna brand
the
it,
X
and that's
Factly-
it.
I know for a X
Exactly.
I know for a fact that X Factly
Yeah, yeah.
No one else. That's you. That's off top. That's
All
you.
right, let's not lose focus.
Okay.
Focus on the subject, right?
Double random.
Yeah. we had like people that just
double
left
double
already.
random.
Like,
No, they left before.
yeah. Anyway,
Let's go.
so it was the femininity.
Come back.
All right, part 2.
Stay away. Anyway.
So in the Quran and Sunnah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically, describes some of the qualities for Muslim women.
Mashallah.
Okay, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also gave men specific duties and at the same time gave specific duties for women, right? Based on their gender, correct?
Their nature.
Their nature.
Very nature.
Yeah, their very nature.
Mashallah.
So even today, we won't be able to cover a lot of it. So we'll do our best to cover what we can, but there's actually more.
Yeah, this show won't be the 3-hour show we did last week. So
Hopefully, we're just gonna go with some of them. So and if
because
you,
the double. No, never mind. Go ahead. Go
right.
ahead.
So if you all have anything else want to add, anybody in the audience
Please,
wants to add, feel free. So I would say the first thing that I'm gonna drop here is called al-iffa.
Al-Iffa.
One of the qualities of a Muslim woman, al-iffa. Iffa means chastity.
Chastity. That's very important.
Okay, so if you want to check it out, oh, by the way, if you want to check it out, you can go to Quran.com because it has all the most popular tafasir. You can put the ayah and look at the tafasir, or you can go to surahquran.com. Surahquran.com is actually in Arabic. So for those who are like, Arabic readers, I love this one because it has all the 7 tafasir.
Okay.
Right? It has, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tafasir.
Because Sheikh Yusuf, we were talking about an ayah in the Quran that was talking about the nature of women given to trinkets and cannot defend herself in a dispute, right?
Okay.
That's the nature of a woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Jihad, me and Jihad were disagreeing. Somebody was simping, I ain't gonna say who. We're disagreeing, and Sheikh Yusuf passed by. He said, Sheikh, what about when Ibn Kathir said this? And he said, oh, Ibn Kathir didn't. You have no need for anything else. But like the brother said, 7 tafsir.
It's very,
you don't stay on one. Some ayat Ibn Kathir even talk about. He'll mention it and jump to explaining something else. He'll mention like a set of 3 or 4 ayat.
You have to go to a different.
You have to. You have to.
to
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
very, very important.
Yeah. So alhamdulillah. So don't just limit yourself to one. Some people say, I'm only gonna read Bukhari. I'm rejecting everything else. They do that.
Actually, it's funny because there was one dude posted like a Snapchat of the Quran.com and he scratched all the other tafsir and only one, Muhsin Khan.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So this surahquran.com is in Arabic, but I think they have an English version as well.
Yeah.
What I love about it, it has the 11 tafasir and it goes through the details. So if you want to study, we encourage all the Muslim listeners to go and study by yourself, not just rely on the ulama all the time. Alhamdulillah, with the technology, we have access to all this knowledge. So go to the site. I'm going to mention some of the chapters and the verses. When you get a chance, go look at the tafasir, look at the meaning, and see why some of the ulama differed here and there, okay?
Real quick. If you go to Islam Q&A, sometimes people ask questions and then they get answers, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people ask questions, they provide the evidence, and they say, am I correct? See what I'm saying? That means that they actually did some legwork.
Yeah. And I think Islamic
They're not trying to be spoon-fed everything.
They're the most popular site when it comes to like a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge though, man. It's like different ulama that have no consistency.
If you are not knowledgeable in the basic of usul al-fiqh, if you're not knowledgeable in the basic of hadith and Arabic and tafsir, you're gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, alhamdulillah, we go through it. We double check, and sometimes we ask the people knowledge to double check. Okay.
Kind of like it reminds me of a platform called Quora.
Quora, yeah. All the questions. So the first thing is al-iffa, chastity. And there's a verse in the Quran, Surah An-Nur, ayah 31. So when you get a chance, go to Surah An-Nur and look at the ayah 31. I'm going to read this first thing here because this student, let's see, what's her name again? She wrote this book. It was actually for master degrees, like for
a thesis.
A thesis, yeah.
Okay.
So one of the beautiful thing of why I read a lot of thesis books, because a lot of them is research based, in depth, and plus you have qualified teachers or professors that double check everything, and when they pass the exam, sometimes they get published. So I find it very fascinating. So kind of quickly, let's see. I'm sorry because I gotta give the credit where the credit is due. Her name is Leena Ahmad Muhammad. She graduated from Al Yarmouk University in Jordan, and this was published in '96. We're talking about like almost more than 20 years, right?
Mashallah.
Okay, so amazing book, 114 pages. A lot of her main focus was that the Tarbiyah Islamiyya, the
Education.
the
Islamic
quality
education.
of the education that raised the Muslim woman, you know, because her relationship is between her and Allah, herself, then her husband, her family, and the society at large. So when she has those qualities in the society, gonna inshallah be great. And unfortunately, not like
Individualism negates all of that, though. That's what's weird.
right. So when we talk about the iffa, which is chastity, okay. So in the subject of chastity,
Define. Should we
Yeah, what is
define
chastity? Yeah.
So, the state or practice of refraining from
Crazy voice,
extramarital.
please.
The state or practice of refraining from extramarital, or especially from all sexual intercourse.
And that's the Western definition.
This is a Western.
Subhanallah, guess what? Here also says iffa غض البصر وحفظ الفرج, which means to lower the gaze and protect
The private.
the private, or which means don't commit zina, basically.
What's beautiful about this definition, it teaches you how to even stay away from this zina, not just say
Lower the
Right,
gaze.
lower the gaze.
It gives you the
Application.
whole thing.
Application.
And that's for men
That's
Yeah.
and women,
Yeah.
both.
So here it says it's eye specific. وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضِضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنْ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجِهِنْ, right? That's the Surah An-Nur, the 31st one,
guard.
which means to lower the gaze and guard, the private property. But here it means like not to commit that's
Zina.
similar to Western definition right there, So that's the first quality of a Muslim woman, or a feminine quality, is not to do that. Look at the woman nowadays in social media. Right? I mean, what is the chastity? What is like... Do you see what I'm saying? So that means, is that considered feminine quality according to Islam? What's happening in social media?
Question.
Tfaddal.
Question. Okay. Does that iffa, right? Does it lend toward virginity? Is that chastity limited to virginity?
That's a very good question. I don't know how to answer that because... Go ahead.
I would say no, because say if one were to marry someone who was divorced, it's
But she can still not commit zina.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like she doesn't
Right.
have to be a virgin in order to be chaste.
Yeah.
Right.
Chaste.
Yeah.
Chase, chast.
So
yeah.
when you go further down, the author also mentioned Maryam alayhi salam.
Yeah, mashallah.
Maryam ibn Imran التي أحسنت فرجها. She's one of the purest women that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned by her name. Because when she gave birth, the whole community was like, hey, how did you get pregnant?
Yeah, they were shocked.
She had to defend herself. But she had no relationship outside that,
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Doesn't apply to Philly. Yeah, y'all need to stop that. I don't know how I got, but I'll stop that.
Right.
Biblically.
So if you want to check again from the Quran, Surah At-Tahrim, verse number 12.
Yeah.
Surah At-Tahrim, verse number 12. Go back and tafsir, look at that. So when the ulama explained it, this ayah, وَمَرْيَمْ ابْنَةَ عِمْرَانَ التي أحصنت فرجها, it says, أي حفظته وصانته والإحسان هو العفاف والحرية. That means she protected her dignity. Again, look at the society nowadays, right? So then there's another verse in the Quran, Al Imran, verse 42, when the angel told Maryam alayhi salam that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purified you and made you one of the best women for نساء العالمين. وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَاكِ وَطَهَّرَكِ وَاصْطَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ. So you are the most purest woman. So the sister going to look at Maryam as an example as well, right? So that's the first one. Iffa is one of the characteristics of...
Let's not get it lost.
Yeah.
Being chaste, okay, is part of femininity.
Mm-hmm.
These women that go out and give men knowledge of themselves, intimate knowledge of themselves, whether it's in the dress, or it's in the behavior, or it's in the attention seeking on social media, so on and so forth, this is not feminine. Men are hunters. women nest. Okay, meaning we men we look for the women. We are hunting for women.
Yeah.
For the wives, right? Okay. It's not a woman's character. Now, I mean a woman can't propose. We're talking about you're putting yourself out there. That's not a feminine trait. That's actually aggressively masculine. You know what I'm saying? That's aggressively masculine. So keep lowering your gaze and guarding your modesty. The good man will find you.
Yeah.
Because the one that's acting outside of the feminine, the chast trait, what happens? They tend to find what they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep. Man.
And then they don't like it.
Yeah.
Then they don't like it. Then they go, all men are this, all men are no.
Yeah.
All dogs want a bone.
All right. You want to go through some of the questions?
Yeah,
real quick?
inshallah. Yeah. So we
Okay,
don't
so
get
here,
lost.
this guy by the name Amir gives salam. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
All right. Ali At-Tawil, I think he's from New Jersey. Ali, you guys go to the gun range, you get it out of your system, you don't need to carry a gun around. Well, in Texas, we do. I mean, we have to do carry. We have to, because, things are crazy nowadays here, so we got to...
No, he's saying no need to bring it inside the masjid.
Yeah.
No need to make a display.
I'm just playing with you, man.
Yeah.
But we do want to carry.
Yeah.
For those that are watching us,
Yeah.
watch out. We carry.
Not we. I'm a convicted such.
Don't even say that.
Don't
Don't even-
me.
yeah.
You're there with the flower.
Three of us. No, two of
For a
us.
second, sir.
Yeah.
Could you please step out?
Sister Danielle says, Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Jawad in the house.
Word.
He says, I'm an alpha unicorn here.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Oh, because people say I'm alpha, I'm beta. Some made a joke about, hey, I'm plasma. Then he said, I'm alpha unicorn.
Mashallah,
Because everyone just make up,
Yeah, everything.
Because a true alpha doesn't say he's an
The
alpha.
brother Akil Nuwaisi, he said that we should stop using alpha and alpha and beta. He said we should put. He said desirable and undesirable, or some. He used a different term. It's something and unsomething.
I go with the Arabic rujula. That's it.
Yeah,
Rujula,
rujula, masculinity.
muru'a, shaja'a. That's in the Arabic one. But I know we have to be very careful because sometimes we joke around, alpha and beta. But when the West and the secular use that term, we just got to be very careful. Okay, Jawad said, this is the conversation you won't find at an Islamic convention.
No, they don't have it.
Jawad also said, I've seen hadith rejectors, a new trend growing. I wouldn't say it's a new trend. It's been there for quite some time, these crazy so-called submitters, right? Yeah, these so-called the
Quranist.
Yeah.
Quranic Society from Lockholm, based in Lockholm, Sweden. They send out, they're really big in the prison environment. They send out these questionnaires and study packages, all to get you to say, man, I ain't trusting no hadith.
Which is ridiculous because the guy, Rashad Khalifa, is that Khalifa, the one with the 19 number, whatever, the crazy guy who got shot, by the way, in Arizona, it's their cult. So be careful.
Well, I don't know if he authored the Quranic Society, but it's in that same that same vein,
Okay.
So.
All right. So thank you for the question. Keep them coming, and don't forget to click share, y'all. Okay. That's this thing. All right. So we talked about chastity. Okay. The second thing. This is very, very important. Very, very important because this applies to men as well, but it's also beautiful on women, right? And that is haya.
Yeah.
Bashfulness, right?
Shyness.
Shyness, bashfulness, right? Haya, right? So there is an ayah in Surah Al-Qasas, verse 25, that you can check it out. So when it comes to haya, do you guys remember the story of Musa alayhi salam and the daughter of Shu'aib alayhi salam? How they were, shy and told their father, hey, you wanna, hire him, and that's kind of the.
Well, look at the first act of shyness they had. The men were dominating the water hole.
Yeah.
And they refused to be throwing elbows and with the hustle and bustle around the water hole trying to water their flock. They refused. They stayed back. Musa like, oh, okay, it's a good deed. It's a good deed. I'll do it.
Exactly. And if you go to that Surah Al-Qasas from ayah 26, from ayah 23 to 26, it's a whole story about Musa alayhi salam and the daughters, how they approach him, and how Shu'aib, it's a very long ayah, but it talks about that how with their quality, part of their personality, right? But here's the thing, though. This conversation right now probably gonna piss off the so-called secular Muslim feminists. It might also piss off the so-called red pill people too.
Yeah.
Why? Because part of the modesty, right? If you break it down, one of the quality is called al-jiddiyya fi talab. That means not masculine, but serious. Like serious in talking to men. What I mean by that, not like beautifying the voice, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like making the voice like, hey, you know.
Or you say like speaking
Well,
straight.
it's not flirtish.
Not
Yeah,
flourish.
it's not flirtish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raqiq means flourish, but like straight, clear.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's called jiddiyya fi talab, right?
Yeah.
So the situation here, this question was asked to Dr. Jassim al-Mutawwa, who was actually a family specialist in Gulf area. So this question was asked: Can a sister who's, let's say, a sister who's a doctor, who's a teacher, or working at an environment, how would they approach the men? Should they be masculine or should they be jiddi fi talab? He said, jiddi, yes, that's something, a good shakhsiyya, that's a good personality. But be careful. I'm not saying to be masculine. Because he said, if you want to act like a man, that doesn't work.
Right.
So when
Turn off.
Yeah, it's a turn off. So here, al-jiddiyya fi al-takhatub, okay? Al-jiddiyya fi al-takhatub, seriousness in conversation. Is there a dalil for that? Yes, there's a dalil for that. Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 32. Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 32. فَلَا تَخْضَعْنَ بِالْقَوْلِ فَيَطْمَعَ الَّذِي فِي قَلْبِهِ مَرَض. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling, specifically to Muslim, believers, women believers, that don't make your voice like flirtatious,
Yeah.
right?
Because someone with a disease.
Someone with the heart, not everybody, but somebody with the disease of the heart might be like, okay, I can't even imitate.
There are guys. For instance, we use alpha beta just to relate, really, but if a woman is flirtatious with an alpha, right? A person that's woke in the the
Manosphere?
in the gender issue. Okay. First thing he thinks is, what does she want? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What does she want?
You brought a point up about that. You said last week that a woman has the smile
Defense
as a
mechanism.
defense mechanism. Yeah. And so that's
But no, this is the one where a woman is approaching men. She's approaching men like, the girl say, go get him, girl, and
oh, okay.
all this, and
I see what you're saying.
I know what I want. And I'm gonna speak it into existence and all this stuff. So they so what it said was that if a woman approaches a quote unquote alpha man, a man that understands the game, he's gonna be like, hold on, what do you want? What do you want? What do you need? He might even ask her, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just calling out the game, basically. Yeah.
Real life example. Real life example. I get a text. Hey, Fred, the meeting is going to be at this such a time in New York, the New York headquarters. I said, you have the wrong number. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. And I said, no worries. Hey, you seem like a pretty nice guy. Perhaps by mistake we met each other. I'm from Taiwan. Where are you? I said, I'm a man. Oh, I'm a woman. Where are you from? I said, I'm from America. Oh, well, I say, not interested. I don't believe in that, man. I don't believe in serendipity.
Could be bad.
I'm saying serendipity. Oh, you just text me by mistake.
It could be bad. It could be fake. It could be...
but I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm like really on high alert. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So anyway, the other side is that when you approach a man that's not aware, quote unquote beta or whatever, right? If you approach a woman says, hey, what's up? He's like, he loves that.
Yeah.
He feel like, wow, Jesus just sent me a 304. That's what they actually think. You know what I'm saying? They think that, oh wow, this is great. Yeah. She smiled at me. And these are the guys that occupy strip clubs and places like that. They keep them in business.
That makes
sense. You know what I'm saying? They keep them in business.
That's crazy.
So it's a wild scenario, man.
Subhanallah, if you go back to the ayah, Surah Al-Ahzab, ayah 32, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَخْضَعْنَ بِالْقَوْلِ فَيَطْمَعَ الَّذِي فِي قَلْبِهِ مَرَضٌ, right? So here it says, الخضوع في القول هو ترقيق الصوت. واللين. That means you're making this sound softer and lane, like, molded. I'm trying to translate it from understanding, right? So it can cause an issue. Now, some brothers are go to the extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, sister, talk to him on the phone. That's fitna. I'm like, Akhi, come on, just calm down, man. Maybe you should go see Dr. Phil. But the point is, here, even the ayah says, فَيَطْمَعَ الَّذِي فِي قَلْبِهِ مَرَضٍ. It doesn't say every man. It says those who have some, issues, right? So, الجدية في التخاطب, and that's one. The second, so that's part of the haya, okay? The other thing, التحدث بالصدق ووضوح. That means having a clear conversation. How many times we see like women or sister when they talk, they're never clear, never direct. They always like play around the bush, right? But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that one of the qualities that, you're supposed to talk with the sidq, with the honesty, with truth and clarity. And there's a verse in the Quran saying in the same ayah, if you say it's a long ayah, if you continue reading it, it says, وَقُلْنَا قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Right? وَالْقَوْلُ الْمَعْرُوفُ هُوَ الْحَدِيث في أمور المعروفة غير منكرة. That means just regular talk, but with clarity, with honesty, right? That's also part of the haya. Not to sugarcoat or lie or make up stuff.
When Allah says وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا,
Yeah.
that's going to apply to both genders.
Yes.
Say a word straight to the point. So if a man is interested in marrying a woman, how the guys got that them icebreakers and that stuff. Like, you don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We go right up to him and say, may I have your Wali's number?
Yeah.
Like
straight up.
So she already know what that's about.
Yeah, you already know.
She already know what that's about. So you already broke the ice.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate icebreaker. May I have your Wali's number?
Yeah, and you're right, because some of
I'm in between Wali's right now.
Yeah, because some of the ayat are for both men and women.
Yeah.
Some of them are for men.
Yeah.
But this one's specific for the sister because it says وَقُلْنَا. That's for the female.
Yeah.
Okay. قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Yeah.
Feminine.
So that's the one. Then the part of the haya also al-waqaru fil mashi wal haraka. Oh, this is very important because I see this a lot. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah An-Nur again, ayah 31. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يَضْرُبْنَا بِأَرْجُلِهِنَّ لِيَعْلَمَ مَا يَخْفِينَ مِنْ زِينَتِهِنَّ. How many sisters wear high heels and make noise?
Yeah. Click, 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 click.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
بِأَرْجُلِهِنَّ to distract or attract. I'm sorry.
This is verse 21.
This is still 31. Still 31. Again, go back in the tafsir and read, because the tafsir goes to the whole detail with the hadith and whatnot, right?
Okay. Well, not to be offensive, sisters,
Yes.
but this was a tactic of covered prostitutes.
Yeah.
The covered prostitutes is to strike their feet, make that jingle,
Yeah.
and that little bracelet, that anklet, because anklets, this is the history. Anklets came from prostitution. The women that wore anklets, either to make them jiggle, to draw a man's attention, because somebody said, somebody was discussing the Pavlovian response, right? You blow the whistle, the dog salivated because they associated that whistle with food, so they would salivate, right? Okay. Now, what happened was they said, well, we're humans, so we're not gonna. And the cell phone rung, they all did like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying that's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. You know what I'm saying they all went for their cell phone, and it's the same way when a woman giggles, I'm telling you, man, it's natural.
Yeah.
It's natural. We like, if a woman screams, you know what I'm saying, it's like you automatically rushing toward it.
Okay, so
Yeah, you might want to go call us on the law.
yeah, you're falling asleep too.
Yeah,
man?
you might want to go to the splash some water.
I can splash some water from here.
You're not good. What we gonna do? We're gonna do.
Hey, we can
the
do-
power of Christ compels you.
I was thinking something much easier, not that one.
was that?
Waterboarding.
Yeah, that's waterboarding.
Wake up!
Well, what Denzel say? You gotta have a 40 thread. What was that? He said something in that movie, Safe House.
Safe House. Yeah.
Safe House. They'll waterboard him. He said, "Is that a proper towel?" Because he knew about all that. Because he was with them. He said, "I told you get the good one." I don't know the words. Go ahead.
Okay,
I gotta
so
see that movie now.
we talked a
that's nice.
few minutes ago. We talked about jiddiyah, like the seriousness, right? So how can we translate that in English? So it says here من علامات قوة الشخصية, the strength of the personality. Okay. عند البنات, within the girls. First, مسؤولية, means responsibility. 2, مرجعية, which means Quran and Sunnah. That's the reference.
Okay.
To view things in life, right? 3, قوة الإيمان بالله, to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 100%, right? 4, الاستقلال المادي, that means they don't, materialism, they're not too much into materialism. Okay?
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That was 4, right? So 5, إذا وضعت هدف وتنطلق له, that means if she decided to do something, run with it, like focused. Okay? 6, تملك العفو والمسامحة, that means she is again the عفة, the what do you call it? The forgiveness, the compassion, right? Then 7, جرأة في قول الحق, the audacity to speak the truth. Is the word audacity correct?
The confidence.
Well,
Confident to speak the truth.
more confidence.
جرأة, like guts.
Yeah.
To speak the truth. And 8, تعرف هويتها وما هو, that means she knows her deen, her iman, her character. And last one, to control the anger. All that falls under the strong Muslim woman personality.
Yeah.
Because in the West, when we say strong woman,
Yeah.
they associate that with independent
Masculinity.
That's
or masculine, right?
Masculine traits.
This is why it's very important, because how in Islam, when we talk about Iman, the definition of Iman in Arabic language, in the Sharia language, is not the same as Iman in the English language. Because in English language means blind faith. In Arabic, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Because in Arabic, Iman is what? At-tasdiq al-jazm, the belief with the conviction, right?
Yeah.
المطابق للواقع, that reflects the reality, بالأدلة القطعية, with concrete evidence.
Yeah.
That's the Iman definition from the Sharia point of view, right? So I think what happened, the confusion is some of these so-called ignorant brothers and sisters, the one who become like feminists, this ayah talks about a strong, independent woman. Okay, hold on a second. Not from a secular point of view.
Exactly.
We have to define the terms from our deen.
So when we say قوة شخصية, okay, if you see the problem with the English language, because even the word ideology, people get upset when I say Islam is an ideology, because I can, like mabda Islami, if I translate that, it can be Islamic principle, it can be Islamic ideology. But
Yes, but principle doesn't, it's not encompassing.
yes,
Ideology is encompassing.
encompass.
That means there's a thought. From that thought emanates a system.
Yeah.
A principle could be just an aspect.
Well, you're right. See, but the issue it's in the language. So we have to either grab something closer or explain it.
Yeah.
Right. So when I came through this verse, okay, it talks about a strong woman, a strong Muslim woman. It's not the same definition of what the West defines it.
Right.
So I don't want the brothers in the other corner. Hey,
Like Zayd Shaker.
Yeah, his stuff, he saw that it was crazy, right? So some brothers, even in the other so-called manosphere, when they hear that word, no, قوة شخصية here, or the strong woman, we talking about from the deen point of view. Because if I want a wife, I want her to be strong in the deen, strong mother, strong strong to take care of the property, maybe even learn some sport, even come to my gun shoot, you know what I mean? Learn how to defend. Yeah, you want something not like, anyway. So that's part of what? It falls under haya. And modesty, subhanallah, right? Okay, so that was on the second one. Now, number 3 is al-ihtisham. Okay? Al-ihtisham, basically hijab. Okay, so that means they protect their aura. So there is...
now the hijab, it's not the scarf.
Yes.
The scarf is an aspect of the hijab.
Thank you.
Because what I've seen scarf and booty shorts. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen scarf and leggings.
That's a modern, right?
That's not hijab. Hijab means that you are hiding all of the zina, all of the treasures and treats that Allah Ta'ala gave you that distinguishes you from a man, where a man has to address you as an intelligent creature.
I'm glad you mentioned this, because a lot of Muslims get so confused. I'm sorry, confused.
Right.
When they mention the word hijab, they think this.
Yeah.
But if you go to
That's why hijab day, they just put on a scarf.
Yeah. So when you look at the word ihtisham, the closest translation I found means decency.
Okay.
That's what ihtisham means. They have a decency or dignity, right?
Dignity, yeah.
So the hijab is part of it. But the hijab, not just in, like you were saying, in the clothes, but hijab, when we talk about decency, We're talking about hijab in character. Do you have the haya? Do you have the afa? Are you covering everything? How do you talk to men, to opposite sex?
So where does makeup fall under?
That's not part of the.
Well, that's khuda. That's not.
Yeah. That's
something you should be at home with your husband.
Yeah, that's it.
Giving him the fantasy that you're somebody else.
Kind of like with the perfume too. The perfume.
Same thing.
Well, that's for your husband too.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
But now
there's a hadith that if a woman wears perfume in public and the smell reaches the people, she is like Zania. It's like she committed illegal intercourse.
And again, going back to social media, how many IG profiles, how many sisters, even among the so-called Muslim education institution, you have like mix and you have all this thing going on and nobody wants to say anything because they're afraid to offend.
Muslim supermodels.
And sister need to cover or hide. You don't have to. Some sister look, Islamically, like for example, when you tend to go marry somebody, you Islamically are allowed to what do you call it?
Islamically,
ask them to see their face, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, in what I do, I tell the sister, take the makeup off.
I want to see your face.
I know it's harsh, but hey, I don't want to see how you look.
No, it's not harsh.
It's not harsh, man.
There was a
That's
Palestinian
real.
sister.
Yes.
There's a Palestinian sister
Yeah.
that would be always made up.
Yeah.
I had no idea how she looked.
Yeah, I think I told you like
So it says like,
I
hey,
told him, ask her.
hey, take it off. And I kept asking, take it off. And she reluctantly did it. But when she did it, she didn't look like the China doll that she did, in the videos and the pictures, right?
Probably look
But she looked like a Arab woman. She looked like a woman. And I say, mashallah. That's just the best picture you have.
Yeah.
She looked more beautiful now.
Actually,
but didn't believe me.
Yeah. Because they're insecure.
Because I like bullet wounds, knife,
old
knife
scars,
fights, Caesarean section. Yeah,
okay. But
I like everything about it. No matter what war you've been through, you had a bunch of kids. Where you are, you know what I'm saying? I like you there, as long as you're not unhealthy.
Actually,
You know what I'm saying?
most men,
that's crucial.
most men, even I spoke to non-Muslim too. They say most men actually like natural.
Of course.
But the reason that the women
Doing it
wear,
for each
they
other,
dress
it's
like
competition.
this, they wear the tight clothing, and they have the makeup on is because they are insecure with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They won't admit it.
They won't admit it.
And that makeup is not for your husband. If you're going out of your home, that has nothing to do with your husband. Matter of fact, dudes that like the heavy makeup are sus.
Yeah.
Look, I said it. I didn't originate it.
Yeah.
But I said it, and I heard so-called professionals talk about men that like women heavily made up.
Or even with the plastic surgery too, the same way.
Well, see, but the texture is off. The texture is off.
Yeah.
But we're talking about women, men that like women like heavily made up. That what separates that girl from the dude that's heavily made up?
Exactly.
I can put two pictures side by side.
Wow.
I think you did that before. I think you did.
I put two pictures side by side, and I guarantee you will say both are attractive, or this was more attractive than that. But then you scroll down, and here it go.
Stop it!
You scroll down.
You're right there, man.
I'm just saying, man.
No, it's really sad because then they say men lie, men are trash. No, 99% you lie.
No. Chris Rock.
Imagine a guy walking around with like shoulder pads on 24/7.
Yeah, no. The ab vest.
Yeah.
And the pec vest.
There's a
right?
vest?
Yeah, they got pecs and abs.
Now
It's
you
like
got
a suit.
dudes, they're painting in their hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they get spray paint.
Yeah.
LeBron
James.
I'm not gonna lie. I
LeBron
used to
does.
do that.
I was at the barber
Like
shop.
spray paint, like put that little stuff on my hair. Yeah, but when I started to lose
glad
it,
you
I'm not
stopped
lying,
that,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
of
glad.
course I saw.
I
I'm
would've
natural
been
now.
able to
Look.
It would be cool if you.
Okay.
I was at the barber shop. Just a little segue.
Segue.
I nodded out.
Big word.
I nodded out for a little bit. I wake up. I got
Like
a
now?
whole new hairline. I was like, bro. I didn't ask for all this, man.
Yeah.
You know, it comes off in the shower anyway. I'm like, what you guys trying to?
Wait. Okay, so
man.
would that be any? Still off of that. Would that be any different whenever the guys get that?
It's the same
like that-
stuff.
that-
I don't
that-
It's all
respect it.
temporary.
I don't
Yeah, you know what I'm
respect
saying?
it,
Like whenever they line up the
Yeah,
beard and
yeah.
they color it in, and then with this
Temporary.
dye.
Well, all that is sus. Because
Sus.
who are they trying to
man.
attract?
Lining up their eyebrows.
Who are you trying to attract?
Don't be looking at me because I dye my beard with henna.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. You gotta first of all purify your intention.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to attract? Is it allowed?
Yeah.
But hey, they say that I do it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Well, do it and stay home.
Yeah.
Do it and stay home. You'd be like, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, you wanna catch up?
and not just that, yeah, because the industry, the movies, everything is surrounded by all this fake beauty.
And social media too.
False
I mean, look at social
Yeah.
media; it's the worst.
All right, so al-ihtisham, number 3, right? Decency, hijab is part of it. Surah Al-Ahzab from 31 all the way to 35. Go check it out, okay? The 4th one, hafdul lisan, keeping the tongue. What does that mean, hafdul lisan? So that is Surah Al-Hujurat, ayah 11 to 12. Okay? So when it talks about hafdul lisan, that basically means watch what they say. Like, don't do the ghiba, don't lie, don't backbite, don't involve in other people's problems. You know what I mean?
Don't talk back to your husband.
Because our body, the tongue, it goes for the man too. Like the tongue is easier to insult.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's much easier to say something
Oh,
than
it's so natural.
yeah. So
That's actually that's the juhud. That's the struggle. The juhud is not saying anything. I mean, boy, I be having some nice snaps.
Yeah.
Some nice snapbacks.
Snapback.
And you gotta hold it. But before we go past, I forgot one thing. Sheikh Abdullah Faisal,
Especially
may Allah liberate him soon.
I mean,
He said that if you are on the train with headphones on, dressed in the garb, the khimar and the jilbab, whatever, and you doing like this, he said that's not hijab. He said if you are on the train dressed in the garb, you have a cigarette, what they call in UK a fag. You have a fag in your mouth. That's what they call it. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, so you have not a Lucy but a fag in your mouth because it's a phallic symbol. You know what I'm saying? He say that's not hijab. He say hijab has its own etiquette.
yeah, it comes with an etiquette too.
Yeah.
Hijab has its own
I mean, sometimes I don't know if this is going to be contradicting, but I've seen some sisters like they don't wear hijab, but their behavior is like they have the not the full, but they got to have the haya and they don't approach men, they don't hang out with men, they don't. I've seen it in some culture. Not to justify.
So I've heard a sister say, I do the behavioral hijab, so I don't think I need to wear the actual clothing.
Wow, you see, that's the problem. Yeah.
Like, the logic. The logic is illogical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so that's one. Hafdul lisan. So this is for everybody, even the Muslim too, like male as well. You need to watch what we say. So part of their feminist character is that they watch their tongue. You want to go through the question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's go real quick.
Sure.
Okay, Jawad, if we say any of this to Muslim women today, they will respond with "you're too extreme" or "can't tell me what to do." Okay.
Yeah.
True. Ali
It's unfortunate.
At-Tawil said there are guys that are really sensitive, even though when a woman
Engages.
when a woman engage like workers, I'm lost.
A little confused.
You know what he's doing?
Yeah.
I think he's using
Voice
voice to
typing.
text.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
voice to text. Yeah.
All right, beta. Just kidding. Okay, so, Jawad, as men, be direct with women. Don't give them too much attention.
Yeah.
Healthy and wealthy. What is this?
Church.
Preach
Church.
tabernacle.
Preach tabernacle.
Okay, Jawad, they have witch nails and they are wearing hijab. Yeah, those nails are long ones, right? Is that what witch nails is?
Were we talking about this?
Yeah.
I found it very
attractive.
disgusting. Yeah. Like tall and long. And
Wait,
fake.
they're actually.
I feel like it makes life
how you
really
say
hard.
Like, how would you use the restroom?
Inhygienic. How do you say it?
Yeah.
Unhygienic.
I guess
How would you-
unhygienic.
how-
They actually those acrylic nails.
Dirty.
They grab a lot of.
Doctor.
They actually grab a lot of filth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I seen them handle food with these big things on. It's very hard. How do you clean them? How do you gonna? You know what I'm saying? All you can do is,
How would you use the restroom?
I work in the food industry. I see some of my coworkers with that stuff. The nails poking through the gloves. And I'm just like, bro, like, wow, this is very counterintuitive. Like,
So where should we not eat again?
Don't say it.
Hey, you can't say it.
Fatin said, "What about lipstick?"
Lipstick.
Same.
Jawad,
Same.
I've seen
yeah,
them
same.
change races when they did makeup.
Hey, yes. And you know, in the Somali,
Yeah,
and a lot of the Arab customs, they make themselves. When I got married in Morocco, she came out. I'm like,
It's like very
I'm
lovely.
looking for my
Yeah,
wife.
excuse me, have you seen my wife?
They made her up. I'm like, who is this?
Well,
Yeah.
like what?
I was not attracted.
Yeah, it's
You know,
not-
in the Desi,
It's like,
listen. In the Desi culture, we have this very popular brand of cream. It's called Fair and Lovely. Fair and Lovely.
And Sudan too, they bleach the skin.
They want to be like light, you know.
Yeah, man.
And it's funny how the light people want to be dark and the
Yes.
dark want to be light.
you know what that's
And it all
called
leads
being
to skin
ungrateful to
cancer.
Allah.
Yeah.
That's called being ungrateful to Allah. I had a niece. She was just like Aleph, right? Built like an Aleph.
Mhm.
And she said, I want to gain weight. I want to gain weight. I want to gain weight. I said, why you want to carry around extra pounds?
Yeah.
I said, be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
Right? You're fit, high metabolism, you know, you're good. She wasn't frail,
Yeah.
you know. She wasn't she didn't have atrophy or emaciated. You know, she was nice.
Big words,
right?
mashallah. Big
So what
Big
happens
words.
what happens after that? She gains weight.
And
Now she's trying to lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not overweight.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not obese, but now she wants to lose it. No. Be grateful.
Yeah.
You gotta be grateful somewhere.
Somewhere.
Exactly. Let's see. What about women who leave the house with a lipstick or appear on a picture with lipstick?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, in Instagram, you will see a lot of these sisters, even with their husband, makeupified. A new word.
This is at-tabarruj.
Yeah, tabarruj. Yeah, we're gonna get this tabarruj. ولا تبرج تبرج الجهات الأولى, right? Jawad, I'm out here in Cali. Oh, you're from Cali.
Hey.
We feel for you, man. Move to Texas, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Best decision of my life
Yeah.
coming out here
Yeah.
from the Bay Area.
I was planning to go to Cali to visit a couple of my friends. Unfortunately, they don't want to get out of the house for 2 years. I'm like, forget you all.
Yeah.
Come to Texas.
Come to Texas,
okay.
man.
I'm out here in Cali. The heavy makeup, you usually can't tell if it's a man or a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
And they both have a certain look. The clown makeup, aka fake up. I like
up,
that.
yeah, fake up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also from Jawad, from what I understand, women are meant to be the antithesis of what the outside world is.
Yeah, exactly.
Antithesis.
And I'm sorry, I don't speak English. Antithesis.
You can say
thank you.
antithesis. Yeah.
Antithesis?
Yeah, you can-
That's
you can
if
do it.
you're from...
Big words, mashallah.
Yeah.
That's
Big
if you're
words.
from
Big words.
Bangladesh, maybe.
Big words. Okay. Ali, it's very
Antithesis, I don't know.
it's very unattractive to have long nails. I agree, man. It just
I went into a restaurant to get some breakfast tacos, whatever, to go.
yeah.
So the lady had these acrylic nails on, and they weren't ridiculously long, but they were probably 3 times as long as a normal woman's nails would be.
Yeah.
So she's like, and she kept typing my name or like, you know, what name is this order? Sadiq, you know. Kept typing it wrong.
Yeah.
I told her how to spell it, but I said, you're still working out the nails, huh? Yeah. I mean, maybe her guy likes that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe her guy likes the dude that got him on too.
Yeah.
You know, possible. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So we're done with that. Then let's see. Number 5.
And these are Islamic feminine traits. So
Yes.
let's not lose focus.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. This is the beautiful one. Al-wafa'u liz-zawj. Loyalty to the husband. Yeah.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Loyalty to the husband. It's called al-wafa'u liz-zawj. Loyalty to the husband.
It's a nice name too, Wafa.
Right? So
I'm gonna see if they cover it. If not, I'm gonna add it. Go ahead.
Okay.
So, because they gave an example from the Quran, ayat, and the story of our Prophet Ayyub alayhi salam, one of the most patient prophet that went through a lot of hardship, and how his wife stuck with him.
Yeah.
You know, went through
Yeah, disease,
Everything.
sickness, yeah.
In
Loss
sickness,
of
the
wealth.
true, you know how the kuffar
Yeah,
say
exactly.
in sickness and what
Health,
Sickness and
that,
health.
that's
till death do you part.
there you go. That's a real one.
Yeah.
All right. So you can definitely Surah Sad from ayah 41 to 43, the story of Ayyub alayhi salam and how his wife basically kind of stuck with him, right? Also, Hajar alayhi salam.
Yeah, yes.
When with Ibrahim alayhi salam as well, the Surah Ibrahim verse 37, and this is going to piss off some ignorant people too, because the story goes like when Ibrahim alayhi salam was leaving, so Hajar alayhi salam was constantly telling him, hey, like, where are you going? Where are you going? He's not even looking back.
Yeah, he's just walking.
You're leaving us in a valley alone with Ismail alayhi salam. He's not responding. Then she asked him, is it a command from Allah?
Yeah.
He said yes. Then he said
No, did he say? No, he didn't even say
no,
yes.
no. He said na'am.
He said yes. I
Yes,
thought,
he
I thought
said-
he just turned and looked at her.
No, no,
and that's
he said
what she,
na'am.
okay.
Okay, right here. So let me read. ويروي أن إسماعيل كانت تحدث إبراهيم عليه السلام عندما تركها وابنها في الصحراء in the desert. وقالت لها أين تذهب وتتركنا بهذا الوادي الخالي من كل شيء? Why are you leaving us in this deserted valley? Right? And ورددت ذلك مرارا. That means she keeps saying and asking وهو لا ينظر إليها. He's not looking at her. فقالت له الله أمرك بهذا? Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you?
Nah.
قال نعم.
نعم.
Then she said فآنست بجوابه وقالت إذن لن يضيعنا. Allah will take care of us. We're not gonna get it. Look at the iman. Because Allah told you, we're good.
It's the tawakkul.
Yes, we are good. Right? So when it comes to this al-wafa liz-zawj, right? That means what? And again, trigger warning. At-ta'a, the obedience. Okay? حفظ سره, that means to protect his secret. That means at home, doesn't go outside the home.
Oh man.
Nowadays, we have brothers and sisters. I mean, unfortunately, brothers shouldn't do that, but we've seen beta brothers.
No. Sisters,
Mostly.
sisters are speaking home business,
Yeah.
right?
To the public.
Under the guise of what? Seeking advice. And you know how they get busted? They ask these random idiots on social media.
Yeah, they're not even
I
asking
mean,
someone.
look.
who is
The
qualified.
baby could be choking on something in the throat. Udu billah min dalik, right?
Yeah.
The baby's choking on a grape or something, right? They're going on social media. What should I do if my baby's choking? I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
It's like silly stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like stuff you should call the nurse, the 1-800 nurse or whatever they got,
absolutely.
nurses.com or somebody that's actually, you know,
Qualified.
qualified. But if he's choking, man, you should already be on top of that. You're supposed to be a mom or whatever. But the deal is that they do it in the under the guise of seeking advice. But all it turns out to be is just loose gossip.
Just gossip, yeah.
So basically, if your husband, same with the ghiba, if your husband would rather it not be said in his absence, don't say it.
Yeah.
That covered it.
So that comes under حفظ سري.
What's beautiful about Hajar, may Allah have mercy on her, is that she didn't assume anything bad.
No.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at a similar situation, you know, it's like, oh, so you going to her house or you know what I mean? Or like,
Again, part of the
these
quality
days,
of,
like,
yeah.
she assumed the best. Like,
Exactly.
No,
you're
it's
about to-
not even. Yes, she assumed the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but what happens? It's like I'm not gonna submit to a man that's gonna lead me off a bridge. I'm not. How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Right.
Even to the point where after all of that evidence, what did the woman say? What did she call Ibrahim alayhi salam? A deadbeat what?
Dad. Astaghfirullah.
The so-called Muslimah.
I mean,
Muslimah, so-called Muslimah, so-called, called Ibrahim alayhi salam, the Khalil Allah,
Astaghfirullah.
the best friend of Allah,
Yeah.
called him a deadbeat dad.
It's in Twitter. It's no
a problem.
ghiba. It's in
It's a problem.
Twitter. It's in public. It's in Twitter right
it's
there.
public stuff.
You know, stupid feminist crap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So حفظ سري, very important. But it's sad because with social media, everyone you can see everything is happening.
Yeah.
Wanna
Uh,
remove that?
We didn't get it, y'all. We'll get it. We'll get
Yeah,
it.
حفظ نفسها في غيبته. That means she is protecting. She's looking after herself in his absence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it means. الصبر عند وقوع الزوج بمصيبة في ماله أو بدنه. So to have sabr when the husband go through hardship or calamity, financially or physically.
Wow.
MashaAllah.
Okay, this part of the al-wafa'u
Sickness
lizawj.
and health, richer for poor. These are kuffar vows, right?
But this is from the
He knows personally individuals that would divorce because they lost their job.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They divorced their husband after they saved up all this money. Then they divorced their husband because he fell on hard times. Hey, could you handle the bills for like 3 months until I recover from sickness? Can you handle the bills until I find another job? No.
Exactly.
Saved up every allowance that he gave him.
What's that, Jeremiah? Is that that? Did you share that picture of the screenshot? Where it was like a lady. Her husband was dying.
That was me.
from cancer.
Probably me. Yeah.
And she's like on a dating site looking for.
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
guy.
She was on it. Don't look bad upon me.
He has 6 months left. The doctor said he has 6 months left.
No, 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Yeah, 3 to 6. So he might be out of there. I said he shouldn't pay the bill, so doctor give him more time. You know they want their money. Okay, you want to do that? You're gonna live a year.
So
Hey, take this.
yeah. So if you all want to check the subject of being loyal to the husband, like the story of Ayyub alayhi salam and his wife, the story of Hajar alayhi salam, radallahu anha, Ibrahim alayhi salam,
Even
right?
look at Asia.
Yeah, it's coming. Then the story of the wives of the Prophet, right? When he was like, Hassalam asked the wives, do you want the nafaqah or the akhirah?
Yeah.
And they chose the akhirah, right?
Yeah. Because they live with meager accommodations. I told sisters were trashing men that don't have a lot of money on Facebook, and I jumped in the conversation and I said, you women would have divorced the Rasul Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I say, read your sirah, read your ahadith. You would have divorced the Rasul Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
And not just
I said,
that,
that's how ungrateful you are.
and not just that,
A
because
bad judge of character.
if you notice that when people talk about it, be a high value man, get educated, get degree, make a lot of money, be established, then go marry.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I understand these are, because as a man, you got to take care of this stuff, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But who provide the risk?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So even if you become a doctor, la samahallah, Allah forbid, you got paralyzed, business is done, robot came over and take all the jobs, then what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do that, but I see, again, not coming from the source of Islamic resources, we're coming from these other Western ideas. When some of these so-called ministers talk about, chase this and be high value. So they put too much emphasis
on finance.
That even the brothers like, I gotta do this first. I'm like, but did the opportunity come? Yeah, but I gotta do this first. I'm like,
no. Are they protecting their deen? Let's talk about that.
Deen is
are they protecting their chastity? Are they protecting their chastity? A lot of times they are not. A lot of times it's I'm gonna do this until I can do that, and they're taking care of themselves. One brother told me, he said,
sometimes doing this until that takes you away from actually ever achieving that.
The brother told me, he said, brother, man, I know I'm not supposed to look at the barno, but I only look at the barno because my wife is not. I said, man, that's not an excuse. Get you another wife. Oh, she'll take the kids. She'll do this. She'll do that. I say, well, cut the brake line. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but the whole point is that this man wanted to protect his deen by getting another wife, but he'll lose his children and a bulk of his finances. Man, you 2-3 kids in, man, they're going to get you, bro. Yeah. They're going to get you. And it's really, really a sad state of affairs. But again, one example I want to give before we get to the question, inshallah. The brother, get the brother is right, inshallah. But I forgot who it was. I don't think he was a famous Sahabi or even a Sahabi at all. It's in Ibn Taymiyyah essay on the jinn. Mm-hmm. He spoke about a man came back from travel. He saw his wife on the front porch. This is in the book talking about different kind of snakes in your home that you have to kill versus the ones that may be just a lizard looking snake, and the ones that are non-poisonous. Some about a stripe and all that kind of stuff. Right. So I forgot the details. But anyway, he gets to his house and his wife is on the front porch. He went ballistic. Boy, this right here don't make sense to women right now, today. And a lot of beta dudes, it don't make sense to them. He went ballistic. She sits on the front porch. She ain't sitting like in a rocking chair. She's on the front porch, right? He went ballistic. She said, no. Habibi, there's a snake in the house. He's like, oh, okay.
Now remember, see, Islam, because it's our hadara, our viewpoint of life, Islam didn't tell us how to build a house.
Yeah.
But Islam influenced the way we build houses.
Yeah.
So the front porch, the
gotta
public
go-
don't see you.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah.
In Muslim lands, the
not
public
like
don't
that,
see
yeah.
you.
You have like a gate.
Because you have the
Yes.
courtyard, you have the fortress around, the gate around.
And is that like in Mecca?
And it's solid.
In Mecca, even the buildings, the apartment, if there's a building side another building, there's a big
Oh yeah.
cover,
man.
or
Yeah.
there's not going to be window on the other side because you're not going to see the other person.
It's out here.
That's part of that.
Islam influences
Yeah.
the way we even build houses because it's to protect who? The men? No.
Here, everything's
Protect
open.
The women. Protect the women.
It's out, yeah.
So she's on the front porch, even though there's a husn, there's a wall, a fortress around
Yeah.
it, right? Where people, public can't just readily gaze at her. You're like, what are you doing
Yeah.
today, bruh? How many times people come home? I ain't gonna say who, and don't know where their wife at.
Yeah.
You know how many times? I mean, really, you don't know what.
You
Hey,
can't part of the
where
culture.
you at? Where you at? I'm saying, where you at? And it's a problem because see, as a man, how am I gonna protect you? You go where you want to go.
Yeah.
No. When such dude is beating your head in, don't call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't call me and tell me where you are,
Yeah. There has to be that communication.
at least I need to tell the police.
Police.
Well, last time I knew
Yeah.
she was at Target. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but how can I protect you when you're doing all this autonomous masculine stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then as soon as a dude jack you up, all of a sudden you want to, no, don't be a lady now, man up. Go some hair on your
But
shit.
oftentimes, you know what's crazy too? Oftentimes when I see that type of behavior, these are the same women that are gonna be blowing up your phone. Oh, where you at? Why he's doing this?
Bruh. The
send
kuffar
me
say
your
that's a clear sign
location.
of them
It's not-
doing
it's like,
something.
you know,
When they're accusing you, that's a clear sign of them doing something.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
let's go to this question, Brother Fatin. Hey, brothers, much love. What you're doing, good job. But I have a question. You actually read my question, but didn't answer them. I'm just trying to find out what women, when women leave the house with lipstick or appear in picture with lipstick. What is your opinion of that? Well, like we said, I mean, we're not supposed to.
Well, we actually said at tabarruj. Maybe we didn't define
Tabarruj,
it.
yeah, the tabarruj.
At tabarruj is making an outward display
Yeah,
of yourself for strange men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the beauty.
Yeah.
in fact, there's an ayah in the
For
Quran.
non-mahram men, you're making an outward display.
There's an ayah in the Quran. وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَا تَبَرَّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى. In fact, the ayah was specific to the wives of the Prophet.
Yeah.
When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell your wife not to display themselves.
Yeah.
But to display their beauty.
Yeah.
Make an outward display.
Yeah, but the ulama
like in the Ayyam al-Jahiliyyah, the days of
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Mufassirin said that it can also be applied to the Muslim woman because the
Of
rule
course,
can be
of
applied
course,
to
of
the
course.
Muslim woman as well. So that is the answer. Yeah.
But yeah, the lipstick again is at tabarruj. It's an outward display.
Yeah.
It's not for the husband, because again, if you gussy yourself up, to use the old trailer park term, if you gussy yourself up,
Why
What
you
is
look
that?
at
What is
Jeremiah?
that? What is
You look at me,
What is
man.
that?
what I mean?
I know, what is that? What is that?
I imagine where he lives.
I don't understand. What is gussy? What is the passing gas?
No, it's just making yourself
Passing gas.
No, it doesn't.
putting on your best I fought
Okay.
who
Gussy.
bought it t-shirt, and stuff like that. So,
Puma t-shirt.
so nevertheless,
Where's Jibril?
if you do that for your husband inside your home, it's fine. But anytime you accentuate your feminine qualities, your zinah, for strangers, for the public, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You know.
Yeah.
But again, like I say, we're living in these days, man. All we can do is pray for a fatal car wreck or something, and get another wife.
No,
That's all you can pray for. But no. I like the hair pulled back, ponytail. If they ain't got a lot of hair, you know what I'm saying? If they chicken. You know what I'm saying? I like that more than the fake, but you,
Yeah.
but
That
the fake is gonna happen and they still want a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, you ain't getting no compliment
yeah.
looking like
You see, this is what happens when you.
Caitlyn Jenner.
You see, the problem is people
The
understand.
Negro version.
The people don't understand this. The swamp analogy. When I take the frog from the swamp and clean it and put it back,
It's still gonna be dirty.
It's
It's
gonna
the
be dirty,
environment.
right?
Hey, but brother Fatin B. Pickett, if they wear the lipstick, I'm just saying, if they wear it, you know what I'm saying? If they wear what they deserve.
40 days. Has to be
40
40 days.
days, bro.
But the-
40
Has
days.
to be 40 days.
Yeah.
Has to be 40 days. So again, don't forget for the sister that wants to study this about the loyalty to the husband, you look at the Surah Ibrahim 30, ayah 30 verse 37. Then you look at Surah Al-Ahzab from 27 to 31. Okay. You can also look at Surah Al-Tahrim ayah 3 to 5. This is when remember the story when some of the wives of the Prophet ﷺ talked about the secret, and he
shared a secret with one, and she told the other one.
And Muhammad sallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, and he was left them for a month.
29 days.
29 days. Now, to kind of punish him, in fact, to a point that he was about to divorce them too.
No, that was the rumor. They thought. They thought that he would.
And the Quran said that if he wanted, then he can be replaced. They can be replaced.
Listen, not just that. Allah says He will give you better wives. Can you imagine?
These are our mothers, the believers, right? But here's the thing. Yesterday, I want to bring this up because yesterday, a brother in another podcast made a comment about this story, and he said, "Oh, Muhammad Sallam was about to go Mikta." Astaghfirullah, man. This is ignorance. You don't say stuff like this to our Nabi.
Define Mikta,
because Mikta basically it's a group where they don't want to deal with women. Their philosophy is that don't marry, hump and dump, or be a monk.
It's a sus gateway.
Yeah. Yes. It's the feminist version of male. Minimism.
I think at the MGTOW meetings they don't wear bottoms.
Yeah. So you don't want to use that because that it's not the language. That movement has a philosophy. You can't say this from Ahmad like that. But you can learn from this incident nature of women.
It's really disrespectful to speak in certain terms. Even in joking, sometimes you get loose, but you have to catch yourself. You have to catch yourself. And this person wasn't joking.
Yeah.
He wasn't joking. You can't say,
When he called himself, I'm a red pill and Mikta, which is a contradicting.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
And I told him that, Akhi, that goes against the Sunnah. You cannot do stuff like that. Yeah. Now, we talk about the positive thing quickly. Yeah. If you look at Surah Al-Tahrim, there's a story, ayah 10, there's a story of Nuh alayhi salam and Lut alayhi salam. That's the opposite story, which means look at their wives, how they were not good, right? How they were conspiring and did. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us example. I haven't finished yet, but it also gives example that how the bad one should not be bad. We should not do what we did to the husband like that, okay? Yeah. Then the story of, like you were talking about, Yusuf alayhi salam, the wife of the Aziz, the king. So here's the thing. Aziz, high value man, right? Rich.
Considered high value.
Running things. And Yusuf alayhi salam, mashallah, the Quran says it was very good looking. But even then...
But modest. Modest individual,
Even then, she was trying to cheat and accuse him. And here's another thing. In the Kayd Kunna Adhim, one of the negative character of woman, which I'm going to go down, it's that conniving. That actually mentioned the Quran. So it says that hey, just because it says there doesn't mean all of you are bad. It basically means that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell me this, that means I should avoid it.
It's something to watch out for.
Yeah, because when we read the Quran and the Hadith, some of the ayat in the Quran for men, some are for women, some for all of us, we don't take it personally. Oh, why did Allah tell me this?
Yeah, like
we just
what Hadith, it talks about how to control your anger or something like that. What you mentioned it the other day? You said a man is
ليس الشديد بالصرع وإنما الشديد الذي يملك نفسه عند الغضب. The strong is not by fighting physically, but the one that control the anger. Yeah. That's considered a strong person. Yeah. I think we talked about this part of masculinity.
That's an opportunity to rise to that challenge, not to be upset about being called out on that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's one of the characters or femininity. The other one is إقامة الشرائع وتحقيق الطاعة. This is for everybody. وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. That's for men and women. But there's some ayat specific, like Surah At-Tawbah, ayah 71, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ, that they are an ally to one another. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. That the believing man and the believing woman are an ally to one another. يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. They promote the good and forbid the evil, right? وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, they establish salah. وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ, they do the zakah. وَيُطِيعُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, and they obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, أُولَٰئِكَ سَيَرْحَمُهُمُ اللَّهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. For them, Allah will have mercy on them.
MashaAllah.
Okay, so part of the feminine character of a Muslim woman and a man is what? Is to make sure that they implement Allah's rules, right? And to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what the Sharia means. So you can check the Surah At-Tawbah verse 51 and Surah Al-Dhariyat verse 56. So these feminine Muslim women, what they do, they are very careful. That means they, just like any good practicing husband or male, they want to make sure that we make ibadat, we don't, go astray, go away from it, right? So they are very careful to make sure that they don't go, 360 somewhere else. Okay? So that's one of the characters as well. The other one is the cunning. That's a bad one, which is in Surah Yusuf, ayah 27 to 33. I got two more and I'm done.
Okay.
Jealousy. So it says here, yes, men are jealous too, but the jealousy of women is like 10x, and you can see.
I told her sister that before.
Yeah, you can see how
over 9,000.
Yeah, because you can see our mother, the believers, the wives of the Prophet, how they were, they used to feel like that. So we understand. We understand, like sometimes when brothers takes, second, third, and fourth, we understand. But in a way, actually, that's good. That's in them. The jealousy is very high. That's a good thing, right? And let's see what verse for that one. For the ghira. So there is actually Surah Al-Tahrim, ayah Raqam 3. Yeah, this is a story again with Muhammad sallam and his wives. Okay, it talks about that, and there's also a hadith about it too. The hadith says, "With asar nabi." Okay, that's the ayah. I'm sorry, that's the ayah. Okay. So ghira and.
Well, hold on. Before you go past ghira. Ghira is a quality that a Muslim it's a requirement for a Muslim man to possess in order to enter al-Jannah. Because the opposite of ghira is ad-dayuth.
Yeah.
A man that does not become jealous over his women folk that are under his care, his wards.
Yeah.
That can be your wife, your daughter, your mom. If you're not jealous, if you're not jealous about that, then this is ad-dayuth. You know what I'm saying? La yadkhuluna jannah ad-dayuth. You know what I'm saying? The youth cannot enter Jannah. So the ghira is something Allah loves with the Muslim man. Okay? But it is not a good trait for women. Why? Because you are not in charge of guarding your husband.
Yeah.
You can advise your husband, but you can't guard him. Now, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how did he respect the ghira of his wives?
Yeah.
He married, did not inform, did not ask permission, He just married.
Oh, nowadays they want to put a condition now.
He married. Oh, well, even Mufti Ming said, if you have a good reason, what's a good reason? Your dubber? My dubber says so. Good reason. That's good reason. Yeah. I need more bubber
In the
and Badus. So
oh my God.
That is a good reason.
Yeah.
That's why I say don't share your finances with your wife. Maintain her.
Yep.
Okay. Let her know this is the maintenance, right? And then do extra for your wife. When we say the customer, I did one. The customer's always right.
Yeah.
You do extra. That's why you get the tip. So you get the tip, right?
Yeah.
You pay the bill. Remember Sucky service we had Friday?
Yeah.
Sucky service. Either you're gonna get a little low tip or no tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Low tip or no tip. As Yusuf told this waitress one time, he said, so are you wearing that to get more tips? She said, yeah. He said, no tip.
Wow.
Right there.
Yeah.
No tip.
Yeah.
She got nothing.
And she stopped coming.
Yeah.
Based on the service.
That's what I'm saying.
Service
Don't
is
dress
trash.
like that in order to get a good
Uzi
tip.
mama.
Because you should be standing outside on the corner. Don't come in the restaurant like that. But nevertheless, the jealousy that a woman has could end her in the hellfire.
Yeah.
Mandatory for a man to have it. Why? Because we have to protect.
Yeah.
We have to protect. And a woman, you're not a protector of a man. You're not. If you want to protect him, make sure he's satisfied before he leave the house.
Yeah.
Make sure the house is comfortable enough where he can focus on you once he gets home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Here's the last one that I have. Like I said, there's more.
Okay.
But this is not a positive one. This is a negative one. It's called kibriya. the pride. So there was a story. Muhammad Sallam said that Zainab bint Jahsh radiallahu anha, Sahabiya as well, Sahabiya. Okay, عنها التي أراد الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم تزويجها من زيد بن حارث. So Muhammad Sallam wanted her to marry Zayd bin Harith. Okay, and she refused. Why? Because of her lineage. Oh, I'm from Quraysh. You know that stuff. You know the hadith. People marry for nasabiha, maliha, jamaliha, and diniha. Then the best one is the deen, right? So, but anyway, he married. But the problem when he married, there was a lot of no rahmah at home. Not because of him, because she kept bringing up. Like, oh, I'm from this family, and I'm proud. Like, and what's his name? And Zayd was like, I can't take it, I can't anymore. And then after, Hassan told him to hold it, but after that, they separated. So that's not good, because then we see nowadays with Arab not gonna marry a black, or a Desert not gonna marry a white, or I'm from this family. And okay, if it's a preference, I understand, because the culture and preference, maybe it's easier, but Islam should be number one. Before all, because all this dunya.
See, those racist tribalists, right? Those racist tribalists, they don't want to marry us, or like I said it before. I think I said it in the khutbah one time at Masjid Luqman. I said that I say the sad state of affairs because of the asabi among the ummah, the racism, nationalism, so on and so forth. I said that a Desi dad would marry his daughter to a white kafir. Before he married her to a black Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to marry us until they're 40, 50, and their community says you're unmarriageable. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time they'll marry us. And then when they marry us after that, 40, 50, you know what I'm saying? That's
exactly. And it's very sad. I want to say this, but it's kind of personal. I'm going to say who, but a very dear, close person to me who wanted to marry the sister. He's like 40 something, and the sister is Saudi. She's like 20, I think 28, he's 27. First time when the Saudi opened the work, khalas, women are on the street now, right? Oh yeah, on the street. Mashallah, saw her like for the first time. Like, oh, you see her, and everything was going well. Talked to the family and everything. But when they went to the court, they said, "Oh, you cannot marry because she's not 30 or 35. She's not widowed and she's not divorced. Because you are non-Saudi, you cannot marry a Saudi girl if she is younger. She has to be
over the jabal.
Over the jabal. That's not from the Deen. That's not from Islam, right? So subhanallah. So that's one subject, part of the pride. The other one, it says here, التفاخر بالجمال هو أكثر ما يجب النساء. It says here that the show off of beauty, this is common among women, which is also not a good character, because they do ghiba, women make fun of other women. Oh, look how she looks, look what she has. They do this, even not just the kuffar, Muslims just do it too. I think it's a woman thing.
You know what's idiotic? They actually compete regarding beauty. With what is made up, with the makeup, like where's the natural? We talked about what is her name? Fonda,
Bridget
Fonda.
Oh man!
For those of you that saw the movie Jackie Brown, you only get one look. Anyway, she was. I mean, I called her organically beauty. She looked like she just rolled out of bed. She just naturally beauty, right? Naturally beautiful. Okay, now she looks like.
What did you say?
She looked like Shamu cousin.
What happened?
One guy that was very boy. She kind of looks like him.
To her credit, what happened? She quit acting. To focus on the family and not work. Then she had a car accident that.
So stop. I mean,
you can still.
Don't do that.
Anyway, the point is. The beauty.
No. But in all reality,
some arm work
in her younger self, okay, pre-accident or whatever, she's married, alhamdulillah, right?
Yeah, some kids.
But if I had married her then and she went into that, the love will be the same. It's just I'm wired like that. I'm wired like that. You had my kids, I cannot complain. I have no complaints. You have my kids. I have no complaints. You know what I'm saying?
And if I want to check, inshallah ta'ala, Surah Al-Ahzab, Ayah 36, about Kibriya, Tafakhur, and Nasab, something that is not a good. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used different methods to warn, like, not to do and whatnot. But when it comes to this beauty stuff, we can look at social media, we can look at in real life. People are like, and not just the study shows that a lot of these so-called people with makeup and beauty, internally they're depressed.
Yeah, it's like a cycle.
Yeah.
You know, so it starts with the insecurity. They see like, oh, she looks beautiful, more beautiful than me. Okay, let me do my makeup. Then you get the inflated sense of pride, right? So you're gonna show off, talk down at us. Oh, you feel good, you feel the high, right? But it's not fulfilling.
It's
right?
so extreme.
So then you get an extreme dip after that. When you leave the social setting, you're back home. You're by yourself. Reality hits. You're depressed.
Well, not just that. Guess
then
what?
it blows over. Then it
But guess
happens
what?
again.
There's another extreme. Be fat. Fat is beauty. That's way extreme now.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, have you seen
Cosmopolitan
it?
just put out.
This
Yeah.
is hell.
She has to be 200 plus, right? And Cosmopolitan said what? This is healthy.
Yeah.
Hey.
No doctor agrees with you. Nobody in the medical profession agrees with you. Matter of fact, that woman, after walking up a flight of stairs, disagrees with you.
Yeah, hey.
She's like, I disagree with you.
So now they went to the extreme.
I was telling Jeremiah the other day, I was like, if you can't pass the cliffhanger test, then you're not a good fit for me. So like, say if we're in a cliffhanger situation and I'm not able to pull you up and save you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Just mush.
Yeah.
All black people know what that is. Just mush.
I was thinking.
like I told you to lose weight. Mush.
I was.
Stiff arm.
And then when they hit the ground, they go boing. Go back up like. Boom. Hey. I can't believe
Hey,
it.
remember just like how he was holding my legs? Remember when I bounced on the ground like,
y'all,
with the
man.
dust
I hate-
twice?
I hate reliving that. I hate reliving. Now, look.
That sucked.
There's a TikTok video because they're trying to promote unhealthy is healthy
Yeah.
because you can't shame, right? Check this out. There's a TikTok video. This woman, to her credit, probably lost 150 pounds, but she was still over 2.
Okay. Well,
And she's dancing next to this slim dude, and she didn't cover herself.
Yeah.
She had on like a sports bra so you could see all of the excess skin in her arm, and she kept up with the guy. She's dancing, she keeping up with the guy. It was, what's the word? Disgusting. It was disgusting. It like,
Oh my God.
there was no slow-mo, but it was in slow-mo.
oh, bro. The sound of ASMR. This is the ASMR as a part of the episode.
Oh my God.
Bruh,
You know,
it was, she almost flew. It was terrible, bro. It was terrible. And I'm saying, like, no matter what weight you are, if you lose weight, Sister Tammy told us that she's not here, mashallah. Yeah.
She's sick right now.
May
May
Allah
Allah
grant you
Shfiha.
his perfect healing.
Yeah.
mashallah.
Allah.
But you know what happened? Sister Tammy shared that she knew some sisters that lost weight and left Islam.
Oh, many.
See, a woman that's heavy and has a sedentary lifestyle loves the hijab. She loves it.
Mm.
Let her lose 5 pounds. So she go from 330 to 325. She's like, ooh, yeah. Let me show that,
And not just that,
5 pounds.
actually, the surgeon says in the agreement, it says that your husband or your wife, once they lose, psychologically they might change.
Exactly.
Because it's a fast and quick reaction of the body. It can throw them off completely.
Look. So
I don't think we're
if your wife loses weight,
Yes, exactly.
I'm saying because on a big donkey.
I was gonna say a big donkey.
Yeah, because a poor donkey, you have to have rahmah on the donkey, man. Why you want to torture the donkey like that, right?
yeah.
Have some mercy on the donkey. The donkey.
You know what's
They
funny
don't
with
care.
this shaming stuff? Like, like what's healthy is not actually healthy. I don't think we're ever gonna stop shaming bad breath.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Like that's
for real.
one of those things I think we should never stop shaming.
Look,
Shame
look.
bad breath till the death.
Check this out, man. This healthy thing is going overboard.
Yeah, it's
My
like,
wife
if
bought
you got cavities,
my wife bought plant-based bath. What do you call that? Bath wash.
Body
Body wash. Yeah, body wash. She bought plant-based body wash. I hate it.
They say hate is a strong word. I don't have a stronger one for it. I hate it.
It doesn't clean you up good enough.
Bruh, it
Despise,
takes too much to get a good
to get
lather, man.
Yeah.
She think it's good because it's plant-based.
He's like, I'm gonna go back to my
What's in the
top.
other-
yeah.
Other soap.
It's just what they put in
I
it,
guess
you know?
pig-based.
Pig plants,
I don't know,
cats.
man, but she bought that soap and I was like,
Yeah, but-
cats in
No,
there.
but the soap at least it was
Islamically.
yeah, it was, yeah. If I want to eat the soap,
halal.
it would be
Halal
halal
soap.
to die.
The Biha
Anyway.
soap.
All right, let's
Comments,
see
inshallah.
some comments here. Let's go up here. Okay.
you're right. Julius.
Walaikum salam,
wa-
Julius.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Salam,
barakatuh.
akhi.
Brothers, you can change your doormat. Don't worry.
That's from the Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Yes.
Ismail.
Threshold. Yep.
like that reference.
I wish more Muslim women were watching this. Share it.
Share it with them.
Share it.
Share it with them. You become the most hated man.
Yes. Just send it to me.
You're a man.
know-
You can't tell me this.
MGTOW is not Islamic. The only brothers that follow this ideology are divorced brothers or single brothers who have interacted with feminist Muslims. I mean,
Well, it's not for Muslims.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not for
Yeah.
Muslims. I mean, even a kuffar, I can't understand them. I understand what you went through.
It's a lot of hurt.
Man, go to the
Men.
Philippines, bruh.
Whoa, what's happening
Go,
there?
go. Oh, the women.
Whoa, what's happening there?
The women, bruh, they not even looking for six figures and all that.
Yeah.
They are looking for men. Ooh, yeah. Maintain them.
Yeah. A job, a car, and an apartment.
Basically, look, for the kuffar, but for the Muslim, one of the characters of the believer is what? وَلَا تَيْأَسُ مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ. Do not be depressed from the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right?
exactly.
Even if you go through hardship, what do you say? Hamdallah kulli hal.
Alaikum.
You don't give up. That's not the attitude
My
of a
hands are
believer.
freezing.
Hold on. Say it again. What do you say?
ولا تقنطوا من ولا استغفر الله العظيم. I don't want to mess it up.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah kulli hal.
Go.
No, for real. That is the character of the Muslim believer. That even when you go through the war situation, you say alhamdulillah kulli hal.
Alaikum.
Yes. So that attitude of against the war, when they go through the grieving stage, they get stuck in the anger stage. They're not coming off of it.
Red pill rage.
It is a beta. It's a beta behavior. It's not a masculine behavior. So let's see. Don't worry. She can keep herself warm with that weight in the winter. I will save money on the heating bill.
What that is, she can take that extra skin and fold it over like this. and take the excess fat and make a pillow.
I hope this channel is not gonna be banned. Fat shaming.
No, y'all need to stop, man.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop that, bro. Y'all need to stop.
Exactly, man. Y'all need to stop this, or
Listen to it, baby.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
So that's all I had for today on the subject of that's all we had today for the subject of femininity.
Yeah, just to add to what was, like I said, this is Baradu,
Yeah.
part 2, and this is it was to add to what we did, subhanallah, last week.
Yes.
Yeah, last week. So
Alhamdulillah.
I think I'm gonna get in some trouble because I want to address something, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna mention some about it now, but I want to get into it really in depth. I don't, ad-dinu nasiha, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But because when you are producing, I don't like to say content creator. Create is heavy, man. I hate to say create. When you're a content producer,
Okay?
I like that.
When you're a content producer, as a Muslim, you have to guard your language.
Yeah.
وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but
Clear.
But يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَقُولُوا رَاعِنَا وَقُولُوا انظُرْنَا. Don't say, oh, you who believe, don't say words of ambiguous import, but say words straight to the point. Now, that's not what ra'ina andurna means. I'm telling you what the ayat was addressing, okay? Ambiguous words that can be taken as an insult or like, what's up, dog? See, Caleb, when I went to New Orleans, I used to go there, my whole family from there, right?
Yeah.
I'm the one from Texas. I'm the baby, right?
Okay.
Old baby. Benjamin Button looking. Anyway, so what happened? But check it out though. So I'm in New Orleans, and I come across this one dude named Skip. Now Skip was unique because he had small wrists and big forearm and big arms.
Like Popeye.
Yeah, is it? And he had a cigar, pipe.
pipe,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding. Anyway, so what happened is
And
Skip.
put them on donkeys and make them
Right here,
drive.
Ooh yeah. Skip. I'm coming out of Texas. This is in the 80s because I went to the 10th grade down there.
Okay.
So this is 80 yani.
88.
80 yani. 84 maybe, right? 84. Okay. So I'm 51 now. So the what happened was I walk up to Skip. I say, "What's up, dog?" They like, "Hey, what's up, Faude? What's up, bro? What's up, Faude?"
Did you skip when you told him that?
It said Faude, a bruh, right?
Yeah.
Even the women say Faude, right? So I walked up to him. I said, "What's up, dog?" And he paused. He got silent. And he took a step back and like, "Why you call me that, man? Why you call me that, bruh?" I'm like, "Man, I said dog. I said, well, I'm from Texas. That's like friend."
told me,
He said, "We
friend.
ain't in Texas, bro." Now today in New
So-
Orleans
so-
they say
so he didn't
today
say
in New
dog.
Orleans they say dog.
Yeah,
but I'm
dog's
telling you
universal.
that ra'ina was a term that the Jews would twist in the Hebrew language to insult the Rasul Muhammad. Right?
So basically, he didn't skip.
Yeah. so the point is that they would insult him with this. So Allah says, "Oh, you who believe, la taqulu ra'ina." Don't say ra'ina. Wa qul undurna. Say undurna. Undurna had the same meaning, but you couldn't twist it.
Wow.
You couldn't distort it. So I'm saying don't say words of ambiguous import. Say a word that actually means what it means. And this is a problem that we have with as Muslims in the English language.
Yeah.
You have gods. Allah has no plural.
Yeah.
You have godling, which is a young God.
Yeah.
Allah cannot be,
That's like shirk almost.
can't use that. It's Allah.
Yeah,
Allah,
yeah,
proper
God
name.
and-
Proper name, right?
Paganistic.
Then you have goddess.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you got
Greek mythology.
Badus and Badidis, right?
But that's
Yeah. So well, it's always Badas.
Yeah,
Badas is a common.
Yeah,
Okay. So what happens is that's what you just did, right? So you went from a minor god, a post-pubescent god.
Yeah.
You
To
went
a
to a
female.
god with female qualities and traits, right? And you also went to plurality, right?
Yeah.
Allah doesn't have that.
Can't do that.
Allah doesn't have that. So what happens when you say, "Hey, Jeremiah, if something ever happens to me, I want you to be the primary caregiver to my children. Will you take that responsibility?" I said, "You are now Godfather." See what I just did?
Yep.
I deified him. And you say, "No, that ain't what it." Well, first of all, it's Catholic.
Yeah.
It's mafioso. Mafia deal with a lot of that. They call it
The Dawn.
consigliere or singolare or some Italian term. I can't get it. Consigliere or whatever, right?
big words.
Yes,
what you're
consigliere
talking
or something
about.
like that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
it's a mafia.
Listen to it, baby.
So I'm saying that as Muslims, we can't use them terms. Rollo Tomasi is known as the godfather of red pill.
Yeah.
Right?
Even Kevin Samuels, he refers to himself as the God.
Yeah, for
People also
somebody
refer-
called him and he started
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
himself that.
people
Okay,
are-
so the issue is that as Muslims we can't use that terminology.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't. You know, and that is the part that I'm shaking my Muslim head at because as a Muslim, if you are as a Muslim in the manosphere, you have to represent Islam.
Sahih.
You know, and if you're a Muslim red pill, you have to represent Islam.
Yeah, man.
If you're a Muslim MGTOW, at least get your campaign of the right hand because you got to get it in.
Yeah.
You got to get it in.
Yeah.
I mean, deep in.
You know,
So I'm just saying you got to get it.
yeah, but you know what's
Pretty
happening? Okay, here's the thing.
Instructions.
Yeah, but what's happening is that, like you said, you have to represent Islam. Islam's supposed to dominate. What we see in these so-called Almaniyin manosphere and the
Yeah.
Kuffar is the opposite.
Yeah.
Trying to fit Islam within.
Yeah, you basically degrading yourself. You're coming from a weak position. You're begging. No, you're supposed to be the upper
And you're
hand.
looking, your neck is extended, right?
Yeah.
Your neck is extended looking up. I mentioned before, and I wasn't the first one, but I'll mention it, that how did we defeat the Tatars, the Mongols? We never saw them as superior to us.
Yeah.
Even though they defeated us militarily, momentarily, they defeated us 2 years plus, whatever. We never saw them as superior. So we continued to give them dawah. Come to us. Do our thing. Believe like we did. Several of them did. prominent ones amongst them. So when it was time for jihad fi sabilillah, which means they fought their own people, which means they really believed. And they fought their own people, and we became victorious, and we got Baghdad back. Okay? So the first line of defense, right? The first line of defense is not to see them as superior.
Yeah.
We don't, you can't call Rollo Tomasi Godfather. If he calls himself that, if Kevin Samuels calls himself that, you can't call them that, because what are you doing? You're looking at them as superior to you. Look, I'm not any type of God. You know, I'm trying to fulfill the role as a Muslim. I'm trying to try to achieve the title movement. I don't want to be anybody's godfather. I want brothers to trust me enough to, hey, if anything ever happened to me, man, I need you to take care of my family.
Yeah.
You know. You know, I want to be in circles that I could have brothers voluntarily imposing themselves. Hey, man, you know, we got to look after Sadiq's family. You know what I'm saying,
You remember that Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, when he made his famous statement about in the meaning, I don't have the hadith unfortunately, but in the meaning of the hadith, that if you seek izzah other than Islam, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will basically humiliate you, right? Humiliate you. So I understand what you're saying. Words are very important, because words, in any culture, in any country, society, languages, word has an idea behind it.
Impact.
There's an impact, but there's a philosophy, there's a culture, there's a belief behind it.
Yeah.
So when we say something, we just got to be careful, because we don't want to associate things that doesn't emanate from our aqidah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Then we have to present Islam. Here's another problem we should do, inshallah, talk about this subject, that we are, unfortunately, most of us are presenting Islam like any other religion. That is the problem.
Yeah.
I know Islam doesn't exist as a system that, ruled the world like used to, like more than 1400 years ago. But we still have to present it, because what rules the world right now is the secular, the Rasmaliya. They are the ones who rule the world in the Muslim land and also the non-Muslim land. They are the ones who influence. The problem with us, like we becoming to focus on bandage, right? So let's say, all the bunuk, all the banks are riba. So instead of working on bringing, the Islam back, because it's very hard, let's just focus on some other solution to kind of put another band-aid.
Or like Yasir Qadi said, accept things for the way they are, and let's move from here.
But see what happened with that.
Alhamdulillah, Muhammad Sallam didn't do that.
Yes, and not just that, but if you
still be idols in the Kaaba right now.
But if you do that, the issue with that, you accumulate more problems, because you're not dealing with the root of the problem. You're just dealing with the symptom, just like the medicine. And the medicine, you take ibuprofen, the pain goes away, but the cause of the problem is still there. It's going to come back again and again and again, right? So we don't focus on the root. We focus on the symptom. It's a Band-Aid. Look, almost 2 decades here, look how the society is going. Openly they're saying that, like cosmopolitan, that's healthy. Or people can change. Now somebody showed me that in some medical journal, yes, man can give birth. An established medical journal said, you see what's happening? Why? Because we're focusing on what? The Band-Aid. The Band-Aid.
You know what started that? I saw the trend where established, trusted entities were towing the government line. Towing the government lie. Not just government, but the official lie. The lie of the status quo. Like, fat is now healthy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about blood pressure, heart disease? What about hypertension? What about all that? Nevertheless, look at this. The first time I saw it, I used to read.
You read?
Not sometimes. The headline. I'm a tabloid guy. Anyway, so it's not Motor Trend. What is the physics magazine? The mechanical. Popular Mechanics. Popular Mechanics.
Yeah.
Who did the government use to justify 9/11? The visuals. Who did they use? Popular Mechanics came out and said, yes, a regular office fire can make a building fall at the speed of gravity. Tower number 7. Yes, a plane hitting a steel-enforced building. Yes, jet fuel can melt steel. They actually came out and justified. They told the line.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I said, man, we in trouble, bro. We in trouble. Because Popular Mechanics stood back. They were the magazine that refused to take advertising. Because they say you will influence our opinion. They wouldn't put an Audi ad or this ad or that ad. They say we're going to stay away. We're going to talk about the mechanics of it. Yeah. Then they came out and said a building can free fall. No building in the history of a free fall from being hit by a plane. Yeah. Or from being just an office fire, which was tower number 7. So I'm saying like, we have to really, really be careful, man, that we are not looking up to these people that do not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
They can shift and sway whichever way.
It's not about shift. Also, they actually need Islam. I mean, they're lost. I mean, they need Islam, and unfortunately, we're not presenting it that way. You know.
And that's going to be my topic. Why would they embrace Islam? Yeah. That's why I want to talk. If we can get the brother to talk about. Yeah. And this is a deep episode. That's all these are deep. We're talking about the Deen, but there's a deep episode. I want to talk about with a very popular online figure about the deficiencies in non-ideological dawah. Yeah. There are so many deficiencies in non-ideological dawah. We have to discuss them on a bigger platform than even this. Yeah. We have to raise this platform to get it to the ears of the believers. Islam is superior. Yeah. Islam is muhaymin, superior. Yeah. Allah Ta'ala says that it may dominate over all other deen, all other adyan, you know what I'm saying? Dominate, right? But how can Islam dominate when we're looking up? So Muslims, if you're looking up to these people and you don't see Islam as superior, for that we are shaking our Muslim head.
Yeah. At the same time, we're not saying don't read from other sources. Yeah. You know, explore. We're not saying don't do that. It just
don't read Playboy.
Yeah.
you know Playboy is different now.
Yeah.
Front cover, dude, whole dude on the front cover.
No way.
Yeah.
Front cover.
I'm not gonna touch it. Yeah. But
you ain't gonna touch it?
No.
you don't want to touch it. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to touch it, man. It was a dude on the cover.
Why are you just looking at me? You gotta grab him. You're closer to him. Yeah, you got privilege.
See where this goes, man.
You got privilege. Jawad said,
hit the comments last or something.
Who was the Sahaba that went to the Persian general and told him about Islam and did not bow to him?
I always forget the name.
He was young too, I think, right?
Yeah. He actually walked in with his donkey. and they say he dragged his sword across that real nice plush carpet. Man, he dragged the sword and ripped the carpet.
Right there.
Then he tied the donkey on one of the handles of that beautiful. Right, because remember, he jazzed out the palace. He said, "These Muslims are coming. We're gonna jazz it out." He walks in with just
simple,
tethered, sewn together clothes, and the Persian, the Kisra said, like, normally we kill you, disrespectful son of a gun, right? Yeah. We kill you. He sat back, he said, "What brings you Arabs out of the desert?" He said, "We come to free you."
Wow.
Man, he was talking to a trillionaire.
Abdullah bin Hudhafa, I think?
That's what I'm looking at too, yeah.
He was talking to a trillionaire. Wow. He said, "We come to free you."
Yeah, Abdullah bin Hudhafa.
Man, look at the rajula. Look at that masculinity.
I'm just imagining.
Look at that masculinity.
I'm just imagining the sword getting dragged. I'm just imagining like, wow.
Man, yeah. If Allah can make me half of that, Ya Allah, man.
So it was a Sahabi Abdullah bin Hudhafa radhiallahu anhu.
Subhanallah.
Okay. Let's see. Did you see the map agenda? Yes.
What is that?
The minor attracted person.
Ya Allah.
Yeah. Guess what? I was in another article. There was a successful female startup who built an app for transgender dating, right?
To date each other?
No, I'm sorry. I could be wrong. It's not for transgender. I think
it's called self-dating. You put it.
Apologize. It was only for women dating.
I'm just guessing.
It was only for women to date.
Okay, mashallah.
Like women looking to marry, right?
Oh, okay.
So, is it for? I have to go.
It's called Squishy.
But what happened? She got in trouble because she said no transgender allowed because they're not women, they're men.
Right.
Yeah.
This is only for women app,
Right.
and she got in trouble for that. So there's gonna be a lot of crazy problems back and forth, man.
But they need to continue to push back on that. You know what I mean?
No, don't push back.
Well, yeah.
You don't want to push back. You be like, good job. Good job, man. Like, well, I never knew you had it in you.
Jawad said Sa'id ibn Waqqas. No, it's not. Is this Sa'id ibn Waqqas? It doesn't say Sa'id ibn
I don't
Waqqas.
think what's a side.
What-
Went to
Went to the story is so beautiful, man. How they lowered the entrance because he was trying to make his subordinates see the Muslim do this, although he's not generally bowing. But the Muslim knew that entrances either they're massive or they are accommodative, right? He saw it was lower and he knew, so he walked in backwards.
Oh, come on, bro.
Man, what a man! What a man!
It says Sa'id ibn Waqqas, but who?
Oh, man.
What a man!
I have a two answer. One is Sa'id ibn Abi Waqqas.
Sent to Kisra?
There's another one also sent to Kisra too. So I gotta, Jawad, I gotta double check, man. I got like different answers here.
Yeah.
SubhanAllah, man.
I got different answers on which Sahabi was sent to.
The brother Fatin, he wants that story. So if you can text it, you can text the source of that story. I know bits and pieces of it. I don't even know the name of the Sahabi. You know what I'm saying, but I know bits and pieces of it. But I'm just so I've heard it in segments, right? It was just it's so beautiful, mashallah. But the brother, inshallah, in the comments, he may post the link or something for you guys. You know, 'cause these guys are on their phone.
Yeah. We're trying to find it. So.
Mashallah.
Yeah, we're gonna double check and get you the answer, Jawad. I just don't remember right now because I saw.
But if you have the story itself, I don't know if you can't find a story, you can post the story
Perhaps you
right
can
now
find
while
the
we're
story
live.
without-
If
No,
not,
you don't. Okay, well, we'll find it.
Because he did go to Kisra, but I don't know for that the
Yeah.
king. But there's another Sahabi, the one I mentioned. He also was sent to Kisra as well. So, inshallah, we're gonna double check and get back to Jawad with the correct
Inshallah.
answer.
well, not 15, inshallah, 15.
What do you say? Could
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying he want the actual story. You know.
okay? Inshallah, same for we're gonna post it.
We'll get it for you. We studied this, ya Allah. What was that? 90. The end of 95, probably early 96. We studied the Sirah. Ibn Hisham actually, because Ibn Ishaq had a lot of the Israelite traditions. Ibn Hisham redid it and took out all the Israelite reports. In order to make it stronger.
I think I remember I said that in my middle school in the 80s.
Yeah, so
way back.
So alhamdulillah, I was trying to get out of here by at the half hour, but we are at the hour, subhanallah. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jawad said
Salafiyya deviation.
I saw it on the Deen Love channel, Sahaba's Dawah through Muslim Salafiyya deviation, sectarianism, Q&A with the Sheikh Uthman bin Farouk, the Sheikh who got attacked on his channel.
So, well, that's all that we have.
Tomorrow, got a little tomorrow about your...
Tomorrow, exactly, I have a special guest, mashallah, Amira Asha Wilson, sister from Trinidad. Heavy accent, but stay with us. We're going to discuss single moms are the maintainers and protectors of their children. Therefore, the stepfathers are devoutly obedient.
I will beat them.
You know, so we're going to discuss that. And mashallah, she agreed to come on and have it because not many people want to have it. Because exactly, we bring the facts. We bring the facts and we discuss really uncomfortable things. And I try to do it in a way that I'm accommodating, you know, and appealing to the ear, but I'm not going to simp out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to simp out. So
don't become ultra simp like
Oh man, don't put your hands in your pocket. Be like,
Like she has something interesting to say.
Okay.
Go back to Turkey, you turkey.
So
Anyway,
Jazakumullah khair for tuning in, and if this was beneficial, please go ahead and share it. Add anything we missed. Like I said, if you need the resources, like the copy of the book, let us know. We'll send you a copy. It's in Arabic though; it's not in English.
No.
So maybe you sit with somebody who speaks Arabic and go through it.
You should translate it.
It'll be a good.
Write a translation.
To get it. To get with a brother that knows the language and sit down in a halaqah, in a circle with them,
study it,
and just it'll make for an entertaining hour or so. Or better. It make in the masjid, mashallah, for the pleasure of Allah Ta'ala. So thank you for tuning in. As always, this is on behalf of Amoo Amir, Amoo Yusuf, the Amoo you love to hate, Amoo Jeremiah, and myself, Amoo Yum Yum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And don't be simping.